Isaiah Cole, really the three guards on the team. Spencer Davidson, 6'5" junior, and Colby Kyle in the middle at 6'7" junior. Bill Kusler, key player, one each for tonight's ball game, this afternoon's ball game.
Well, for Monroe, of course, Newhouse has been the entire season their leading scorer, but I think Colby Kyle is the key for Monroe. They've got to get an inside game going. He had a big game against them the last time they played. And a Carson Tuttle for Kamiak. He had 30 the last time these two teams played, including about a 40-foot three-pointer at the buzzer to send that one into overtime. So I'll be looking at those two. But many players from both teams
go, but the Colby Kyle grabs the rebound, puts it up from point blank range. It won't go. And Olsen grabs the rebound for Kamiak. Knights with it. Tuttle goes down, laying up and good. Kind of more of a fadeaway, about a 4-footer.
And that's another finish. And Carson Tuttle, 6 points already to lead Kamiak.
Kamiak, their biggest lead. They lead at 8-5. We've had one lead change, one tie in the ball game thus far. Foles give it off to Newhouse. Newhouse just got hammered. Yeah, they're going to call Carson Tuttle. Kind of inadvertently stepped in his way. And they will get Tuttle for the foul. That's going to be his first personal foul, the second team against Kamiak. Out of bounds, baseline, fresh 35 in the shot clock for the Bearcats. Newhouse at the baseline gets it into Kyle. Now to Cole. Left-hand side to Newhouse. It goes over to the right side for a Spencer Davidson, about a 16-footer, right side of the key. It's up and good. It's a one-point ball game now for a Kamiak lead, 8-7. 4:44 to play in the opening quarter at Everett Community College. Rifle a pass down to Olsen at the baseline. One dribble, puts it up and puts it in. Opens up again a 3-point lead for the Knights.
Nice pump fake. Got the defender up in the air. Nice timing as he got up when the defender was coming down and kissed it off the glass.
Nice pass by Tuttle to get him the ball at the baseline. Now Isaiah Cole has it for Monroe. Long cross-court pass. Foles measures and fires and hits a three and ties the score at 10.
This is good news for Monroe. As Foles in the scoring column, Davidson in the scoring column, getting some more balance so Kamiak cannot just worry about Kyle and Newhouse.
Tuttle on the dribble, top of the key. Now to Olsen. Patrick Olsen closed off at the baseline and then back out for a long three ball up and good. Carson Tuttle drains it from 21 feet, and it's 13-10 lead for Kamiak.
Tuttle already in rhythm right off the bat.
Now Isaiah Cole out of backcourt. Brings it up the right-hand side. Met there by Clausen. Now they'll get it inside. Davidson puts up a shot that won't go. Check, and they're going to say a foul. Whistled here on Trenton Newhouse, trying to grab the offensive rebound. He commits the foul for Newhouse, his first, and the second team against the Bearcats. Night basketball. Kamiak in the home white uniforms, the kind of the new style white uniforms with the white changing ever so slightly to gray the further down the shorts you go. Kind of a neat look. And then the hard-to-read outline white numbers on the white uniform. All by himself is Carson Tuttle. Puts up a three. It won't go. But Olsen grabs the rebound in traffic. Has the ball stripped away from him. Goes out of bounds. Yeah, it went last off of a Kamiak Knight. And now we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and we will take a break with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the first quarter of action. Kamiak 13, Monroe 10. Snohomish County Western Conference basketball on Fox Sports 1380, FM 95.3, and STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Monroe basketball down by 3, and here's a shot. It's going to be from outside by Trenton Newhouse. Missed a 3 ball, wouldn't go, but Justin Foles grabs the rebound, and then a foul's going to be called. He was surrounded by white shirts, and they're going to call Newhouse for the foul. after Foles had the ball, they're going to call Newhouse. I think it was just trying to go in and help his friend. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So Newhouse, their leading scorer, in foul trouble right away. Monroe trailing by 3. We'll see if that's going to be a big factor here today as Monroe sends J.D. Merwin in to take the place of Newhouse.
Kamiak with a 13-10 lead, and they have the basketball. White uniforms, purple trim moving to our right. As they come across the timeline here, the college floor, an extra 10 feet playing in play as well. Down to Olsen, blocked out of there by Colby Kyle. Went high in the air and swatted it and grabbed by his teammate Isaiah Cole. Feeds it down to Kyle again, who got down quickly. Then he got pushed by Sharp. Kyle went up to receive the pass, and right behind, I was going to say Shannon Sharp. It's not, it's Daniel Sharp. If you got hit by Shannon Sharp, you'd be laying out there at the concession stand. Here's an inbounds feed, shot by Kyle from left corner, won't go. Quickly down the floor comes Kamiak, pull-up jumper on the way, won't go for Tuttle. Sharp grabs the rebound. Actually, it's Overturf grabs the rebound, going in, laying up and good. Got it to Tuttle off the rebound as Landon Overturf checked into the ball game. Now Merwin at the left side. Boy, these teams are quickly up and down the floor. Colby Kyle dribbles through traffic, dumps it down low to Cole, and he traveled with the basketball. Actually, it was not Cole, it was J.J. Jerome.
Just a little shuffle of the feet before he got the dribble down. I don't think he was expecting that pass.
So 15-10 lead, Kamiak's biggest lead of the game. Here with inside 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here's a corner three ball, rattles out, no good by Patrick Olsen. A miss there, grabbed by Cole. Brings it up, 1-on-3, goes in, ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a Knights player, so it'll be Bearcat basketball at the baseline. 1:47 to go, opening quarter, 15-10 Kamiak. Foles will throw it in from the baseline, looking, and gets it out between the circles. Davidson starts the dribble, goes left to Cole. Cole turns, faces, fires. 3 won't go from just to the left side of the top of the key, but it's kept alive here by Davidson. Back over to Merwin now. To Cole again, out between the circles. A fresh shot clock, 1:30 to play, opening quarter. Merwin dribbles through traffic. Merwin puts it up with the right hand. Merwin has the shot blocked right back at him by Patrick Olsen. Picked up by Tuttle. Here comes Kamiak with the lead and the basketball. Carson Tuttle right in front of the Monroe bench. We're on the third floor here, high above the festivities at Everett Community College. Tuttle shoots, misses from a three-point range, right side, no good, and Cole grabs the rebound. Coming up at a minute to play in the first quarter and a 5-point lead for Kamiak.
Tuttle hit his first 3 shots but has missed his last 3.
Cole between the circles. Swings it right side to Justin Foles. Foles and Cole playing catch with it. Now they rifle it down to Kyle. Kyle goes in. Now in the corner, J.D. Merwin is all by himself, and he rattles one home from the left corner, 3-point land, and it's a 2-point lead for Kamiak. J.D. Merwin left all by himself, and he went down with the 3 ball, and it's 15-13.
That was great ball movement, and they kind of collapsed on Kyle, triple teamed him, and he got the ball right out there for an open shot.
About a 2-second differential shot clock, game clock, and it doesn't matter now. It's going to be stolen away by Cole. Cole gets it for Monroe, lays it up, won't go. Follow up, it won't go for Kyle as well, and then taken down by Olsen. Outlet pass up the floor with 10 seconds to go. Rifles a pass in the corner to Clausen. May have been partially blocked. They're going to get Cole for the foul. He's saying, I didn't touch him. And Clausen says, I'll tell you what, this scratch and this bruise on my right arm would prove otherwise.
Monroe has missed quite a few good looks inside, and that one shot and then the putback. This could be a whole different ball game as Clausen hits his first free throw.
Isaiah Cole with the foul. That is his second personal and the 4th team foul. First free throw is good for Clausen. Christian Clausen, the 5'11 senior. Next one is good. Got fouled in the act of a 3, so he's shooting 3 free throws, or free 3 throws. Can't remember which it is.
Cole and Newhouse, the 2 starting guards for Monroe now, both with 2 personal fouls. That could become a factor.
Next free throw, no good. 15-13, down to less than a second to go. The lay-in is up and good. They'll count the basket for Isaiah Cole, and that will send us with a 2-point ball game into the second quarter. After 1 at Everett Community College, it's Kamiak 17, Monroe 15. So Much County Western Conference Basketball, Fox Sports 1380 and FM 95.3.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
He's a junior now. Yeah.
Welcome back to Everett Community College. Bill Kusler, you and Joel Boyer talking during the timeout. Carson Tuttle's been around. He seems like about a fifth-year senior.
Yeah, he's only a junior, and he started since he was a freshman. But the big surprise, great game so far by Patrick Olson, the 6'4" post. He's got 5 rebounds in that quarter and 3 block shots.
But they're going to commit the turnover here and a chance for Monroe to tie it up as the Bearcats get it after a bad pass on the other end by Kamiak, and they're going to try to tie the score on the inbounds here. Will not be a shooting foul, as a foul is going to be called on Patrick Olson, his second personal and 4th team foul.
Monroe shooting in the first quarter, 6 of 18, 33%, 2 of 6 from three-point range. They hit their only free throw attempt. Kamiak 6 for 16, 37%, 1 for 4 from 3. They've hit 4 of 5 free throws.
Here is Newhouse trying to force it up, and he forces it up against Kamiak's Hunter Watkins. And it will be a foul on Watkins. He is fouled in the act of shooting, and so that will put the Bearcats at the free throw line with a couple of free throws coming up here. Watkins, his first personal foul, 5th team foul. First free throw is up and good for Newhouse.
We'll see if hitting that free throw can kind of get Trenton Newhouse going offensively. He's off to a little bit of a slow start.
He'll get another free throw. He hits his second free throw, and we have our third tie of this ball game. It's a 17-17 knot. Now Kamiak with it. Dump it down low is Sharp. Sharp waits for one defender, waits for 2 defenders, puts one on the floor, J.D. Merwin, and then goes up and lays it up and in, and Kamiak gets the bucket, 19-17 with Daniel Sharp and the basket.
He was very, very patient, kind of hip-checked Merwin out of there and then
just a little.
Put it in.
Colby Kyle with it, left side of the key, trying to back in against Sharp. Really can't find any room, so he dumps it down low. Nice decision there by Kyle. It wasn't there. There's Davidson. He lays it up and in.
Kyle is good at that. If it's not there, he's looking underneath and got Davidson in for the lay-in.
19-19 the score. Here's Overturf with a little 10-footer up and in. Brings a little tear to Bill's eye with the pull-up 10-footer.
I love those. I think it's so often when players try to take it into traffic, if they could do a jump stop and put that little short jumper up, it's a thing of beauty.
Along the left-hand side is Newhouse as the ball is knocked back to him by Overturf and picked up by Kamiak. No, went out of bounds. It will be Kamiak basketball. Yeah, off of the leg of a Bearcat player and out of bounds for the Knights. 21-19 Kamiak with the lead, 6:35 to go. First half at Everett Community College.
This one's shaping up to be every bit as close as the game we did previously with these two ball clubs.
1 week ago at Snohomish High School. Tuttle shoots and it goes deep in the well and comes back out. No good. Monroe with a chance to tie here as they feed it to Kyle. Kyle cross court to Foles. Fadeaway, good with about a 12-footer, and we're tied at 12. No, it's tied at 21. Dyslexia kicks in again. 21-21 the score. Right-hand side, Hunter Watkins. Ooh, overplay on defense, and Kyle knew it. He didn't even turn to look at the official because he knew he committed the foul against Sharp.
And really unnecessary. Sharp is not going to do anything out beyond the arc there. And
for Kyle, his first personal foul, 5th team foul, so we're all tied at 5 team fouls each. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the first half. Jumper on the way from 17 won't go for Tuttle from right straight ahead, top of the key. And here's Monroe with a chance to take the lead. We're tied at 21 right now, and a hand check foul is going to be called out topside. Before he went in, they'll call it on Hunter Watkins, the 5'10 senior, his second personal foul, and the 6th team foul. So Watkins will head to the bench, and Keller Whitney, who hasn't been starting a few games, now checks in the lineup for the first time here this afternoon. Foles, top of the key, down low to Kyle. Kyle into traffic, changes direction, goes in, puts it up too hard, won't go. And Clausen grabs the rebound, outlets it up to his teammate Tuttle, who feeds it right back to him for a long three that won't go. They're going to get Kyle for going over the top, trying to grab the rebound. Overturf had the position to grab the rebound, and then swooping in there was Colby Kyle, and Kyle will be whistled for the foul, and that will be his second personal foul and the 6th team foul.
So that's Newhouse, Cole, and Kyle, all with 2 personal fouls. Have to be very careful. Still 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Inbounds play, baseline, Kamiak. Tuttle looking. Gets it to Sharp. Back to Tuttle again as he came in from out of bounds. Out by the NWAC logo on the floor. Sharp. Good defense there by Kyle. Sharp was kind of indecisive whether to pass it, dribble it, or shoot it. Didn't do any of them. He traveled, committed the turnover, and gives it over to Monroe. Tied at 21, Bearcat basketball. They're just wiping the sweat off the ball. Aaron Keller on his thigh.
Neither team shooting very well, so it's going to come down to the team that can move the ball around and try to get some close looks. The outside shooting just hasn't been there.
Cole, left side. Now Davidson goes in. Boy, I tell you, Overturf just stands in his way and says, I dare you to go through me, and he can't. Cole has it out at the left wing. Give it into Kyle, pushed away from him, back to Cole again. Dribble drive along the baseline. He went hard to the floor.
No foul, but then Overturf caught the ball standing on the baseline, so it will be Monroe's ball.
So Monroe keeps the basketball. Isaiah Cole is getting up. He looks like Bill and I do when we get out of bed in the morning. I can make my way down the hall. So, but he's back up. He's staying in there. You're not going to get him out of there. So Newhouse will get it on the inbounds at the left wing. Now dribble drive into the paint. Puts it up with the right hand. Comes off the back of the rim. No good. Overturf grabs the rebound. And up the floor, here come the Kamiak Knights. Tied at 21 with Monroe. Long cross-court pass to Clausen. Now Cole goes right out on Clausen, knowing he'll shoot from anywhere. Now he dribbles in, puts it in from the paint, puts it up over the top of Kyle. It swirls once, swirls twice, and drops through. And it's back to a Kamiak lead at 23-21. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Cole dribbles in through, pass it to himself, puts it back up. There may have been 2 blocks in there on Overturf. One got the pass right back to Cole. He got it back, tried to force a shot up. It was blocked again. Now Overturf has it. Down low to Tuttle, who has the ball stripped away from it. Whitney had it stripped away, and then he went down hard to the floor, got tripped. No call there. Corner for Foles. Puts up with the right hand. Rattles and goes. Monroe ties it at 23, and they will take a timeout. Bodies on the floor, arms akimbo, and we're going to keep it right here during the timeout as Whitney went down hard on the other end. Play on, boys. Let's go. We're going the other way.
Then Cole went down hard on this end and play on. And, you get to the playoffs, I kind of like it better when they let them play a little bit. It is going to get a little bit more physical. But once again, great ball game. Teams really forcing the issue. Kamiak with Clausen and stuff really trying to drive to the hole. They've missed some outside shots, and now they're trying to penetrate. And Monroe on the other end getting some good looks kind of inside out, getting it into Kyle inside or Davidson. They pop the ball out. But, some of the big scorers, being held down. Trenton Newhouse just 2 points on a couple of free throws.
Earlier today, the afternoon, the 12 noon game here at ECC, Kamiak defeated Lake Stevens 47-44. On Fox Sports 1380 coming up later, 4:30 pregame, the Silvertips at Swift Current. The Everett Silvertips and the Swift Current Broncos, 5:05 to face off. Then immediately following, it's the NASCAR opener, the Advanced Auto Parts Clash from Daytona, right after the hockey game. So full day of sports action on Fox Sports 1380 and FM 95.3. This is the second of our twin bill for high school basketball, the last of the district tournament, the regionals on the horizon. The pairings and the sites will be decided. The pairings are decided, but the sites will be decided tomorrow by the WIAA, where your favorite team will be playing. Here's Clausen, turnaround, and just flings it up there for a 3-ball, and it goes through. It's 26-23.
He's got the oddest shot. It looks like he's falling backwards, and he just kind of puts both hands up and it goes right down.
So
Overturf taking over from when Olsen went out with 3 block shots of his own. Kamiak was 7 block shots in this game already.
Colby Kyle answers with a 2-ball inside off the pass from Cole and makes it a 26-25 lead for Kamiak. Now Overturf back to the basket, then turns, faces, puts up about a 16-footer. Offline, won't go. Cole grabs the rebound for the Bearcats. Bring it out of backcourt. Back out for Kyle. Foul line jumper, good. And it's a lead now, lead change going to the Monroe Bearcats from the Kamiak Knights, and that'll bring Kamiak coach Corey West off the bench and brings us to a commercial. 3:11 to play in the first half of action. Our score, Kamiak and Monroe. Bearcats 27, Knights 26. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball. Fox Sports 1380, FM 95.3, and STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
When he gets out of bed in the morning, I'm not imagining.
We live in separate houses. We want to make that perfect.
We live together separately. So here, back to action. Here we go. Kamiak. Oh, wow! How on earth did that one go down? Hits Clausen again. Just buried one from about 23 feet. It's 29-27. The lead back to the Kamiak Knights. Now down the floor. They're going to have an offensive foul. I think it's going to be Josh Jerome. Let me guess. He just came into the ball game, decided to exert his girth, and he does, and he commits the offensive foul, his first personal foul. 7th team foul, but player control. It'll be Kamiak basketball in the out of bounds.
Clausen's shot, not only does it seem awkward, but he has so much arch. It's just like it's going to tick the ceiling before it comes down.
Over turf out. You can't leave Clausen alone like that, but he misses the 3 ball. Now it's to Tuttle again in the corner. He'll shoot from anywhere as well, but he's going to dribble in a bit closer. Now it goes down to Overturf. Too hard off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, back up and in.
That is really staying with it. You know, you get a shot blocked, you just look for don't get upset, just look for the ball, grab it, put it back up, and that's what Overturf did.
Now here's Isaiah Cole with it for the Bearcats. Monroe moving to our left in their black uniforms, orange trim, turnaround jumper. Cole won't go. Offside board taken down by the shortest guy on the floor, Carson Tuttle. Out of back court, here they come. Clausen, NBA plus, won't go from 3-point range. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Monroe basketball.
Now Corey West must give him the green light, because if any team I ever played on, if somebody was taking some of those shots, I would kind of wonder, but he makes some of them too. But
Jack DeCover would make you walk home.
Yes. Well, of course, I played before the 3-point line, so
that's right.
That makes a difference as well.
So here we go. Monroe basketball down by 4, 31-27. Minute 40 to play in the first half. About a 17-footer that will not go for Colby Kyle. Sharp grabs the rebound for Kamiak. No-look pass goes to Clausen. It was in close, turns around, fires up a 3. He traveled out for about 4 more feet out beside the arc. If you're going to shoot that far away, might as well make it worth 3 points. Misses it. Monroe basketball, and a foul called. Foul's, I think it's going to be on Swell Ewing, who is also checked in. Yeah, 44 Swell Ewing. When he comes in and Joshua Jerome come in, then it's the twin Winnebagos are out there. The big boys are out playing. And they each have a foul, and we got Colby Kyle going to the free throw line, trying to cut into that 4-point lead. Free throw, no. Sharp grabs the rebound for the Knights. Out of backcourt, Tuttle behind the back. Changes direction, goes across the foul line, now swings it back over to the corner. Swell Ewing looked at the 3, goes in a little bit closer. He'll put up a 2 that won't go over the top of Kyle. Sharp grabs another rebound. Little turn spin move, puts it back up. Short arms it, no good. Colby Kyle grabs a rebound for the Bearcats. Here comes Monroe. Inside a minute to play in the first half. J.D. Merwin.
Ewing takes that drive in the middle. Nobody wants to go in and take the charge.
Because you'll look like Beetle Bailey in the cartoons. Just a pile of rubble. And here's a runner that won't go by Trenton Newhouse. And the foul is going to be whistled here. Going to be called on Keller Whitney for Kamiak, his first and the 8th team foul. So free throws here. Trenton Newhouse at the stripe. First one airborne and good. Makes it a 3-point ball game. Kamiak 31, Monroe 28. with 40 seconds to play in the half.
Newhouse with 3 made, now 4 made free throws for his 4 points. He's only attempted 2 shots from the field.
2-point lead for the Knights, and they have the basketball. A couple of subs will come in. 40 seconds of rest for some. Keep them out of foul trouble for some. Here are the last 40 seconds.
Brian Pino comes in for the Bearcats.
Swell Ewing has it as they work the perimeter. Knights with the basketball, moving to our right in their white uniforms. Now that's Tuttle out between the circles. 19 to shoot. To Ewing. Up fakes a couple of times. Now takes Davidson to the baseline, kicks it out, and he throws a pass. But the problem is the pass goes to Brian Pino, and he plays for the Bearcats. We go the other way. Shot clock dead. 10 seconds to play in the half. Merwin looking over to Coach Tyson Horner. What do you want? Down to 5, down to 4. Right side Newhouse, left side Davidson. Down to 1 second to go. They're not going to get a shot off. They do not. They worked it, and unfortunately, that 2-ball by Kyle right after the neon lit up in the back of the basket went. We could have had a tie ball game going into the half.
Yeah, it was just about a half a second too late getting that shot up.
So we are at halftime here at the Walt Price Student Fitness Center on the campus of Everett Community College. The last chance game for the Wesco 4A boys to make it to the state tournament and to the regionals. And our score at the half, it's the Kamiak Knights 31, the Monroe Bearcats 29. Halftime.
That Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
underway. Trenton Newhouse will shoot a 3-ball. Right side won't go. Kamiak will bring it down. It goes to Olson. Now to Sharp. Shoots from outside. Won't go from the top of the key. And the rebound grab down for Monroe. Bearcats grabbed by Davidson. Just about 30 seconds now into the third quarter. Kamiak with a 31-29 lead over Kamiak. Over Monroe. And now the Bearcats with a chance to tie on the possession. Trenton Newhouse lowers the shoulder. Now swings it past right side. It goes to Justin Foles. Foles out between the circles, changes direction. 9 to shoot now. They go to Kyle down low. Triple teamed to Pino, puts up a shot. They look the same. They're about the same size and look, guy. So it's going to be a tie score at 31-31.
Foles now with 9 points.
Clausen with a long outside three that will not go. And Foles, that's him right there. Justin Foles brings it out of backcourt. Kind of slowed down at the top of the key and then pressed the gas, but the ball is going to be blocked out of there by Olson. Picked up by Tuttle behind the back as it goes in through traffic. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Kyle grabs a rebound. Quick outlet pass up the floor. Intercepted back the other way. That was the basket catch by Willie Mays at the Polo Grounds on that interception there. It's going to be to Tuttle. He'll slow things down. He's always the guy that's going to calm things down.
Vic Wirtz.
Vic off the bat of Vic Wirtz at the Polo Grounds. Here's a turnaround jumper on the way. Rattles off no good by Tuttle, who's got it. Back up. Olson has it and lays it up and in. Patrick Olson been sweeping up underneath the basket and gets another rebound and puts it back up and in. And Kamiak with a 33-31 lead over Monroe.
Olson just 6'4", but he plays like he's about 6'8". He's got a bundle of block shots, and he really has some hops and gets up in the air.
Kyle had a good-looking shot, but he thought Spencer Davidson had a better-looking shot. He did. He hit it and give us our 7th tie of the game. It's 33-all. 5:45 to play, third quarter here at Everett Community College. Last chance to play next week in the regionals. Patrick Olson at the right elbow. Swings it down low. No, he was going to go on the pass, but he got it out to Clausen. And Cole goes right on him and says, no, you're not going to shoot from out here, dude. I'm going to get right in your grill. As now they're working the perimeter. Down to 6 to shoot. Tuttle has it. Still in traffic down to Patrick Sharp. And it's up, and it is Daniel Sharp with the bucket. 35-33 the score.
Great pass, and Sharp, just a nice move. Didn't even take the dribble, just one step and kissed it off the glass.
Colby Kyle backing in. They're going to call a hand check foul here on Daniel Sharp. He kind of rolls his eyes up and says, yeah, I did. I think that's what he said. I can't read lips from 3 stories up. Yeah, it's probably best I don't. So it'll be out of bounds now for Monroe. Down by 2. They get it down off of Davidson's forehand, but it did not go out of bounds. This one will, as putting his hand in the passing lane was Tuttle. So it'll be Monroe basketball at the side out, about 14, 15 feet up from the baseline. To Foles. Inside it goes to Kyle, to Davidson again. This time he misses the lay-in, and Sharp grabs the rebound for Kamiak. Outlet pass to Tuttle. Tuttle stops, pops from 17 feet away, puts it down, and a timeout called by Kamiak after the bucket, and a 4-point lead for the Knights, 37-33, 4:43 to go in the the third quarter, opening of the second half. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball, Fox Sports 1380 and FM 95.3.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
By Kamiak, they have a 4-point lead. Monroe has the basketball. Moving to our right in their black uniforms, orange numbers, white trim, high shot arcing up by Newhouse won't go. He's on the floor. Whitney's on the floor. Clausen's on the floor. Here's Tuttle, who's not on the floor. He shoots a 3-ball that will not go. Cole grabs a rebound. Outlet pass too far. Leads him too much right in front of the Monroe bench. And Newhouse had to almost chase it out into the hallway at the baseline.
Some good hot dogs out there. He might have had an idea.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold that thought. So now Kamiak on the attack here, leading by 4. They're playing their white uniforms, gray shorts, purple numbers and trim. Ball on the way, won't go for Clausen. Long outside 3 misses, and Colby Kyle grabs the rebound for Monroe. Now to Cole, changes direction, goes down, forces his way up. It won't go. He gets to the ground, hammered down there. I think they're going to get sharp here, and it'll be Isaiah Cole going to the free throw line. Like I said, Patrick Olson picks up the foul, his 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul, and Isaiah Cole goes to the stripe. First free throw is good, closes the gap to 3, 37-34. Earlier, Kamiak girls defeated Lake Stevens 47-44. So the Knights on the girls' side already heading now to regionals next week. At a time and a team to be determined. The team will be determined by the RPI number. The time will be decided tomorrow by the WIAA. Out top of the key is Clausen. It's a 37-34 lead for Kamiak. They have the basketball. Tuttle directing traffic as he dribbles it out between the circles. 18 to shoot. Go down Clausen. High off the window, won't go. Colby Kyle grabs the rebound. Up the floor. Here come the running Bearcats. Down to Kyle again. Off the pass from Cole. Count the basket and 1 for Colby Kyle.
Good body control, just going to his left, holding his ground. Over turf, trying to chest him up, put the ball in. Have an opportunity to tie this one up once again.
1 free throw coming up here. The foul was called on Kamiak's Landon Overturf, his first. The free throw is good. And we are tied at 37, 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Anybody's ball game. Carson Tuttle. Tuttle goes left, closed off there. They'll just turn, face, fire, and hit a 3 ball from out between the circles. But about the time they get down a little bit, lose a little momentum, it's Tuttle who will just bury a 3 ball, and it's out to a 3-point lead again at 40-37. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the 3rd.
Carson Tuttle now with 16 points.
Newhouse bounces it down, goes to Colby Kyle, splits the defender and lays it up and in. Nice job there, split the defender and got the layup in, and it's a 1-point ball game, 40-39. Now Tuttle on the dribble. He'll just back away, wait for his offense to set up. Now goes around a screen, shoots, hits, 3 ball. That's 2 in a row for him, swirls that one down and makes it a 4-point lead, 43-39. Kamiak's led by as much as 5 points in the ball game. Monroe by as much as 3 points. We've been tied 8 times. Down low, Colby Kyle answers with a 2 on the other end and a timeout called by Tyson Horner of the Monroe Bearcats. We step aside with 2:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kamiak 43, Monroe 41. We'll be right back.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
You're watching STSPN.com.
The Walt Price Student Fitness Center here at Everett Community College. And Bill, you said the Monroe coaching staff just a minute ago said, uh-oh.
When Carson Tuttle starts hitting those threes, he can just bury 5 or 6 in a row. I'm sure that's why Tyson Horner called the timeout. They've got to find a defensive strategy. Tuttle really great at being about at the line. He'll take 1 step in, cause the defender to move back, then he takes a drop step back, creates room for himself, and pops that 3.
Kamiak basketball, 43-41 the score. Knights by 2. And Tuttle will bring it up with the left hand across the Trojans and blaze it in the center of the court here. Closed off there. I think the trick is they're going to double team him. Got it to Overturf now. Back to Tuttle again. 2 guys go out on him. One is going to be Justin Foles, down to 15 to shoot, and it's going to work this time as Newhouse picks up the steal. Newhouse 1-on-2, waits for 1 defender to go by, and 1 for Trenton Newhouse. got the steal on the other end, went to the other end of the floor, laid it up and in, ties it at 43, and they'll chance to give Monroe Bearcats the lead with a free throw coming up here, and the foul called on Overturf for the Knights, his second personal foul, fourth team foul.
Kamiak has defended Newhouse pretty well so far. That was just his first field goal of the ball game.
Missed the free throw. We're tied at 43. Tuttle brings it down, kind of put up his right forearm to elude the defender, puts up about a 14-footer from the right baseline. It goes. He falls down. The basket counts, and on we go, and Cole answers on the other end and ties the score for the 10th time at 45. 45, a minute 34 to play in the third quarter.
Cole and Overturf going chest to chest on that, and Cole somehow retained possession of the ball and was able to get it to go.
Tuttle brings it up. Now side jumper from about 13, 14 feet away. That's going to be a miss by Keller Whitney. The other end goes Davidson. The lay-in no good by Foles, and he's going to have to earn him at the free throw line.
It was almost a little bit too late on the pass, but Foles gets bailed out by the foul call.
So Justin Foles goes to the free throw line. The foul called on Landon Overturf. His third personal, fifth team foul. First free throw is good, and Monroe has the lead, 46-45.
Foles has really been solid the last couple of games for Monroe, taking more of a offensive role.
So here's Foles. Next one, no good. Doinks it off the front of the iron. With a minute 11 to play in the third, Kamiak basketball down by a point. Tuttle gets double teamed. J.J. Jerome out on him as well. Now to Whitney over the left-hand side to Hunter Watkins. Back out it goes. I thought he was going to just elevate and fire. He didn't. Tuttle has it at about the 27-foot range. Now down low it goes to Whitney. Kind of shuttles the pass underneath. They're going to call a foul. They will. Both Sharp and Whitney had been in the paint for about an hour and 15 minutes, and they're going to call the foul. It's going to be on Isaiah Cole, his first team foul against Monroe in the half. 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Inbounds pass goes to J.D. Merwin. He's wearing the other color for the other team, and so Monroe has the basketball off the steal. Now going down, Newhouse. How did that go in? He was falling down. Fell down after the shot left his hands, and it goes up and in. It's out to a three-point lead for Monroe. They equal their biggest lead of the game. Foul called on the other end. As quickly Kamiak came down, and we're going to have a foul here on a Monroe Bearcat.
And Monroe's completely changed up their defense. They're taking, well, now it's J.J. Jerome. Before it was Davidson. They're completely leaving their man when Tuttle has the ball out on top and double teaming him, daring them, the other man, to get the ball, which he just did, but he came up short.
Here's Whitney, puts it up with the right hand. It won't go. Kyle grabs the rebound. Shot clock is dead. 19 to play in the third quarter. A 48-45 lead for Monroe, who is going to play in the regionals next week out of the Northwest District. Glacier Peak is already going. The winner of this game will join them. Merwin, Newhouse, down to 4, down to 3. Shoots a long shot. It won't go. Rebound taken down. The long shot there by Whitney won't be close. We head to the fourth and final quarter with the Monroe Bearcats out to a three-point lead, 48-45 over the Kamiak Knights. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball, Fox Sports 1380, FM 95.3 and STSPN.com. .45 Bearcats. Knights basketball. We start the fourth quarter, and here we go. Patrick Olson had a little lane to the hoop, puts it up, rattles, and drops in. So quickly off the inbounds, Patrick Olson gets the lay-in, and it's 48-47, Bearcats by 1.
How did Monroe call back into the lead? By 8 of 13 shooting in the third quarter, 61%.
Dribbling in, Newhouse puts it up kind of weakly with the right hand. It was an air ball, but saved from going out of bounds by Clausen, and he gives it up to Tuttle. Tuttle to Clausen. Swing it over to Olson. Olson along the baseline. As J.J. Jerome got hit to the deck, he's on the seat of his pants.
MMA.
That's right. It was or at least high school wrestling, the state wrestling tournament, Matt Classic going on this weekend, and that was a takedown right there.
Oh, that was a forearm shiver to the chest.
It's going to be Daniel Sharp with the foul, his third personal, and that's the 6th team foul. Only 2 against Monroe. That could be a factor here as we head into the waning moments of this ball game. Colby Kyle, baseline jumper from 10, won't go. Patrick Olson grabs another rebound, then swatted at by Newhouse. No call. Tuttle brings it out of backcourt. Double teamed as soon as he came into front court, and a pushing foul will be called. Foles was there, J.J. Jerome was there, and J.J. gets the foul for the Bearcats. That's going to be his second personal foul, third team foul. Out of bounds at the near side, right in front of us.
And Tom, in a close game, sometimes you don't want to have that few of fouls. It happened to the girls, the Lake Stevens girls earlier, where they were forced to foul at the end, but they weren't in a 1-and-1 yet.
So Patrick Olson, left side, looked at a shot, didn't take it, back out to Tuttle. 25 to shoot. Tuttle on the dribble. It's a 48-47 lead for Monroe. Olson goes in, forces a way up, and they're going to call Colby Kyle for the blocking foul. Olson, I think, knew who was going to be in the way, and it was Kyle that was there. And Colby Kyle picks up his third personal foul and the 4th team foul.
And what a chess match between the coaches. Tyson Horner from Monroe started double-teaming Tuttle, and so they brought in Olson. Olson is the man who the defender was leaving to double Tuttle, and they said as soon as that man leaves you, you go to the hoop. And he's done it twice now and picked up the foul call and is at the line.
First free throw, no good, so the lead is still 1 for Monroe. The best he can do now is tie it, and he will not. Missed both free throws. Kyle grabs the rebound for Monroe. Bearcat basketball leading by 1. As they work the perimeter here, Foles now to Newhouse out between the circles. Tuttle comes out on him in the defense. Now they swing it over to Cole, 19 to shoot. Isaiah Cole kind of slowing things down, surveying the situation, 14 to shoot, still on the dribble out top of the key. Now goes around a screen set by Kyle, goes hard to the rack, goes hard almost to the floor, stayed upright, and he will go to the free throw line as he just picked his time and then headed to the rack and got fouled on the way in. He'll earn a couple of points here at the free throw line as Olson picks up the foul. That's his 4th and the 7th team foul. Free throw, first one, no.
Both teams giving up some points by missing free throws. That became a big factor last night in the Stanwood game where they were outscored by 16 from the free throw line by Shorecrest and only lost by 3.
Next free throw is good for Cole. It's 49-47 Bearcats. Now Kamiak with the ball. Tuttle to Olson. Looked left, goes back over to Tuttle again at the right side of the key, way outside. Over for a 2-ball. That's just inside the arc. 2-ball from about 18 feet away for Keller Whitney of the Kamiak Knights, and we are tied at 49. Now J.J. Jerome, foul line jumper. Too hard, no good. Kyle grabs the rebound, faces, puts it back up from 8 feet. It will not go as well. So 2 shots, 2 pretty good looks there by Monroe. Neither one would fall. Now Tuttle, top of the key, backs away. They work the perimeter. Clausen, he'll shoot from anywhere. He'll hit from anywhere. And it's a 3-point lead for Kamiak. Our 6th lead change of this ball game. Now back on the attack is Monroe. Down by 3 now. Foles, right side of the key, has a little opener, puts it up, banks it up and in over 4 defenders.
That was so sweet. That's one of those timing moves where the ball leaves his hand before he jumps. And so the defenders mistimed trying to get up and block it, and that thing went right through. Beautiful play by Foles.
And a Tuttle has the ball stripped away from him. Grabbed by Newhouse. Goes to J.J. Jerome. Corner. No. Back out to Newhouse. He'll look at the foul line jumper. Good. Up and in and back to a Monroe lead at 53-52. 4:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Now here's Tuttle across the timeline. Bounce pass. They played an overtime game a week ago at Snohomish High School in the semifinals. Here's a shot off balance and up and in from about 25 feet away for Christian Clausen. Back to a Kamiak lead by 2, 55-53.
Clausen had missed 5 3-pointers in a row, and now he's come back to hit 2 in a row.
Here's Cole answering on the other end. Lays it up, lays it in, and ties the score for a dozen ties in this ball game. It's a close one. Timeout on the floor. Kamiak 55. Monroe 55. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball. Fox Sports 1380 FM 95.3 and STSPN.com.
And then again later in the year, 82-73, then Monroe turned the tables in that previous game. So, and now we're sitting here at tied. These two teams, as we said, putting on a show. Great matchup.
So here we go, Kamiak and Monroe, the final 4 minutes of the game. A new ball game, both with the double nickel on the scoreboard. And Kamiak basketball. Patrick Olson at the right corner. To Sharp, top of the key. The work to Tuttle. Back to Sharp again. Up fake for a 17-footer. We'll take a 15-footer. Fouled. Fouled from about the foul line. And Colby Kyle, I think, picks up the foul.
That's going to be 4 if it is. Yep.
It will be. Colby Kyle with the 4th personal foul. And now free throws here.
Olson with 4 for Kamiak. Kyle with 4 for Monroe.
Sharp at the line. First one is good. Breaks the tie. Kamiak lead 56-55. 3:53 to play in regulation time. Overtime the last time they played. Next one by Sharp is airborne and rattles home. So 2-point lead for Kamiak. Here comes Monroe. Isaiah Cole across the timeline. Stops at the top of the key. Still on the dribble, waiting for people to cut through. And he does. He finds Kyle in traffic, puts it up too hard, no good. Sharp grabs another rebound for Kamiak. So Kamiak with the lead. They have the basketball. 3:33 to play. As Tuttle brings it across the timeline, and immediately Corey West calls timeout. 3:30 to play here in the basketball game. It's Kamiak 57, Monroe 55. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball. Fox Sports 1380 FM 95.3 and STS.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
You're watching STSPN.com.
And all very attentive. Standard type defense.
Knights 57, Bearcats 55, 3.5 to play. Inbounds for Kamiak near sideline. Tuttle gets it on the inbounds from Olson. Now Tuttle will just dribble over to the right side. Isaiah Cole right out on him. Now to Olson again. Now to Sharp, back to the basket, tries to go around. They're going to call foul. Yes, they will. Kobe Kyle.
That is huge. I thought he might have traveled.
I did too.
Or it might have been a foul. Wow.
They're going to call a foul on Colby Kyle, and he will foul out of this ball game.
Well, the Monroe Partisans do not like that call, and I have to say that I don't blame them.
Yeah, Colby Kyle will have a seat on the bench after fouling out with 14 points. And that'll send Sharp to the free throw line. Tyson Horner puts J.J. Jerome in there.
And this definitely changes what Monroe can do offensively. They're going to have to make more hay from the outside, and Spencer Davidson is going to have to go down into the post.
So Sharp at the free throw line. Daniel Sharp after the 5th foul against Colby Kyle. First free throw is good. It's a 3-point lead for Kamiak, 58-55.
Sharp with 9 points has hit 3 consecutive free throws. And Kyle leaves with 14 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 block shots.
Next free throw is good. The lead is 4. Now Monroe's got to do something here with 3:13 to play. Isaiah Cole lowers the shoulder, closed off there by Tuttle. Now he will go around him, puts it up too hard off the window, no good. Sharp grabs the rebound, outlet pass up the floor. Here comes Tuttle with it. They leave him by himself. He goes in, lays it up, misses. Follow up, no good by Sharp. Sharp gets it back, and a foul is going to be called in that whole melee. Tuttle went in, missed the lay-in. Sharp came through, got the offensive rebound. He missed the lay-in, then got fouled. And Olson, though, was going to be at the free throw line.
Olson was on the floor. I thought about 5 people were going to jump on top of him. So nobody knew he was down there.
And the foul called on Newhouse, his 3rd personal foul, 7th team foul. So both teams now in the bonus. A 4-point lead for Kamiak. Could be more with free throws here. Patrick Olson first is no good. That's all he'll get. Isaiah Cole right there grabs the rebound. 4-point lead for Kamiak.
Still a 2-possession ball game, 4-point lead for the Knights.
Cole goes to J.J. Jerome, back to Cole again, puts it up. They're going to call the offensive foul. That's the right call. As Daniel Sharp just stood his ground, Isaiah Cole, who we mentioned, we saw him return a punt for a touchdown against the Glacier Peak Grizzlies during football season. He is one tough guy, and he looked like a football player on that one.
He did, and they're without Kyle, the guards are trying to do too much. Both Foles and Davidson have had a good game. They need to try to isolate them, try to get them a ball at a good position to suit. But Monroe's going, all with guards slashing to the hole right now, and it's just not working for them as Kamiak's up by 4 and now with the basketball.
Monroe has 1 timeout remaining, 2 timeouts left for Kamiak. So you can't use a timeout to say that. You got to find the right time because you need it in case you're going to need that timeout later in the afternoon. Here we go, 2:42 to play, 4-point lead for Kamiak. It's Knights basketball. No full court pressure. Cole will meet Tuttle as he comes across the timeline. And now Kamiak in no particular hurry. In the corner to Olson. Olson dribbles in. Back out to Tuttle again. Way out by the center line. Cole comes out on him. Prevents him from going right on the dribble. This time he will go around him, goes through, splits it up, puts it up, short arms at front, iron no good. Save from going out of bounds. No, he did not save it.
He stepped right on the sideline, unfortunately, for Monroe.
And right in front of Aaron Keller, who made the call and awards the basketball to Kamiak with a fresh 35 in the shot clock. 2:16 to play. 4-point lead. Clausen shoots. Misses an off-balance 3. I'm not sure that's the shot that Corey West wanted there, but I guess it'll work out. He's going to get 3 free throws here.
Totally bailed out by Justin Foltz on the foul because what's he thinking?
Well, he gets a green light as soon as he gets on his bike to ride to school every morning.
I guess.
But I think it maybe time to put up the yellow light. First free throw, no good.
Kamiak could start getting ready to salt this thing away if they can hit free throws.
next one. Yes. And that equals Kamiak's biggest lead. This game has been played in an 8-point span. Monroe led by 3, Kamiak led by 5 in the first quarter. This is their biggest lead since then at 5 points again. Next free throw, third of 3 is good. And now a 6-point lead for the Knights. Tick, 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 tick. Time is running out on the Monroe Bearcats season. You start thinking about where your baseball glove and track spikes are for the Harriers. Not the Harriers. Thin Clads, the Harriers. Here's down low it goes to Cole. Cole has the ball. He didn't know what happened. The ball was swatted back at him by Sharp. He didn't know why he got hit in the head by the basketball. Ball goes out of bounds as they head up the floor. Cole was there, and suddenly the ball was hitting him in the forehead.
Well, you know, you're 5'8", and you're trying to drive right to the hoop with a couple of 6'4", and a 6'6" guy just kind of waiting for you. Probably not the best move.
Kamiak basketball leading it by 6, 61-55. Inside 2 minutes to play in the game. Now Tuttle will hold the basketball here momentarily. Goes to Clausen. I'm sure that Corey West saying, don't shoot anymore. Not now. Here going in is Sharp. Ball blocked out of bounds by J.J. Jerome, so Kamiak keeps it.
Jerome giving up 6 inches to Sharp and yet blocked that ball out.
Kamiak calls a timeout. We'll take our last break of the game. 1:34 to play in regulation time. It's the Knights 61, the Bearcats 55. Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball, Fox Sports 1380 and FM 95.3.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Todd Elvig at the controls for STSPN.com. Glad you're with us up and down the broadband and over-the-air dial. Here we go. Kamiak with the lead, 61-55. Tough time getting it in. It'll go to Sharp. I thought he traveled. He didn't. He missed the lay-in, though, and Newhouse grabs the rebound. Here comes Monroe. One last chance. Wow! J.J. Jerome. Here's Newhouse. Throws up an air ball from about 29 feet. It won't go. There was a collision there by J.J. Jerome and Whitney. And in football, he'd be called for clipping. Or maybe defensive pass interference. Yeah, it was just an absolute shot. So here is Clausen at the free throw line for Kamiak.
Really, if he can put at least one of these down, which he has, made very, very difficult for Monroe to come back now, a 3-possession game.
A 7-point lead with another one coming up for Clausen. Next one is good. The lead is 8 points. And here come the Bearcats. Newhouse brings it out of backcourt, goes in, dribble drive, partially blocked from the side. Clausen had it, and then a technical foul called on Newhouse. Newhouse, I think, said something to Aaron Keller, one of the 7 words George Carlin says you can't say, because he is called as he comes up the floor and is called for the technical foul.
Colby Kyle fouled out, and ever since then, Monroe has totally gone away from any offensive sets at all. It's been all one-on-one. And as I said before, Davidson and Foles had some really good games going, and they've been completely ignoring them on the offensive end since Kyle went out.
Trenton Newhouse does commit the technical foul. That's his 5th personal foul, so he fouls out. We got free throws by Clausen on the other end with 1:05 to play. Tyson Horner is going to call his team around him as they're shooting the free throws on the other end. It's Clausen all by himself. Guys, let's calm down. Play out the string, and
Yeah.
That'll be that.
Yeah. One thing coaches need to do is, in the heat of the moment, kids can get kind of out of control, and you got to say, it's a game. You got to, win with class, lose with class.
Both free throws no good for Clausen. Clausen's funny. He can shoot it from the C on the NWAC tournament and bury it, and the foul shots don't go. So here we go. Kamiak basketball off the technical foul with 1:05 to play. And a 63-55 lead, up by 8. Double team there is Tuttle. You're not going to give up. You still have to try to put them at the free throw line here a little bit. Patrick Olson will go to the line now, off a foul. They're going to whistle it on J.J. Jerome, his third personal.
Oh, little confrontation between J.J. Jerome and Carson Tuttle. Tuttle, the wiser, kind of walks away from the confrontation. And now
I think they're called 2 technical fouls and another. They just double-teched up J.J. Jerome, and he will walk off the floor.
And Tyson Horner just called the timeout to prevent that, or not a timeout, but was talking to his team. And that's not the way to go out.
No.
That is absolutely not the way to go out.
So he's been double technicals. J.J. Jerome, as he's left the floor, he's gone now through the tunnel.
And the way you handle it is the way Carson Tuttle handled it. As soon as the talking began, he just walked away.
Yeah.
Which was smart on his part.
I thought maybe they called 2 technical fouls. I think we have 3 technicals here. Yeah, Clausen got 1, JJ got 1, then JJ got the second one, which disqualified him for the ball game. So Carson Tuttle goes to the line. I think the first 2 cancel each other out. They're offsetting penalties, so no shots. This is the JJ Jerome technical foul shots with Carson Tuttle at the free throw line.
When the officials have to huddle up for 5 minutes to kind of decipher what's going on, that it's a complicated situation.
So Carson Tuttle at the line. The lead is 8, 63-55. Next, first free throw is good. Isaiah Cole, he's still out there, but next one coming up here. Cole's a junior. J.J. Jerome's a senior, so he's done. If he got disqualified from this game for 2 technicals, he'd have to sit the next ball game, which would be the first game of next year. That's the way that works.
Yeah, maybe you have to sit out the first football game.
No, I don't think it goes cross sport. Sit out the first 3 innings of the baseball season.
The first track meet. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Now they're deciding. They're figuring out the offsetting technical fouls. I think the first 2 just nullify each other.
Well, Tuttle grabbed Clausen and pulled him away. Said, just don't say anything more.
Yeah, I think Clausen. And, Kamiak can't afford to have anybody be fouled out because they play next week.
And I'm sure that the officials who are now talking to both head coaches are saying, calm your teams down. And he's probably also explaining exactly what's going to happen here with now Olson at the line.
And
was he the one that was originally fouled? It's been so long, I can't remember. Because they wouldn't be sending him to do technical free throws. So
right. Yeah, all this started with just a common foul earlier. And it was when they were setting up for the free throws is when the melee started.
Yeah, the continuity has sort of been disturbed here.
Well, and you know what? The officials also have the power to just go, we're done.
Yeah.
Final score 65-55, let's go home. I don't think they want to do that.
At some point, and
Tyson Horner is going to take a bunch of players off the bench, and he's going to put them in and just replace all the guys. Like, okay, we're done. We're down by 10. Free throw no good by Olson. He's by himself. Kamiak's going to get the basketball. The lead is 10, 65-55, 1:01 to play in the game. Next one, no good. Those were for the foul. So the technicals offset. Olson will go to the bench. Swell Ewing checks in. Travis Rucker in for Kamiak, as Clausen will go to the bench. He got one of the technicals, so he's going to sit down. And so here we go. Inbounds here, a steal and a lay-in up and good for Justin Foles for Monroe. Trying to make the score with, try to not make it double digits. It makes you feel better at least. And then here's a dribble out of bounds by Carson Tuttle.
And all of a sudden, is there some hope all of a sudden for Monroe? 8 points, and now they have the ball, 44 seconds left.
And so Corey West says, yeah, probably. Let's bring Travis Rucker back off the floor. And so here we go. J.D. Merwin has it. Dribble drive along the right side. Here's a long shot on the way. Right side, three, bang, down it goes. Up and in by Brian Pino. It's a 5-point ball game. We had it all salted away and a foul called in backcourt. Hold the phone.
In 10 seconds, 5 points were scored by Monroe, and now they foul. Of course, they fouled the wrong guy. But
Carson Tuttle goes to the line. The foul was called on Foles, his second. I was going to say stranger things have happened. Well, here we go. It's strange. First free throw good. Back out to a 6-point ball game, 66-60. Still 38 seconds to play.
It's a 2-possession game, but if he hits his free throw, then they'll put him up by 7. It'll look pretty bleak.
So next one is good. So here we go. Got a little interesting there. J.D. Merwin brings it out of backcourt. Dribbles through a bunch of defenders. Now long outside shot. This one will not go for Justin Foles. The rebound grabbed by Olsen. And with 24 seconds, we'll march to the other end as he got fouled off the rebound. Yeah, suddenly got really interesting there for just a couple of seconds there. After the technical foul festival we had there for a couple of minutes.
Which was less interesting.
Well, actually still pretty interesting.
Well, yeah, in a car wreck sort of a way.
That's right. Well, it's easy. It's easy for them. We're 3 stories up.
Yeah.
So, in a car wreck sort of way. Next one by Olsen is good. 69-60. 22 seconds to go. Merwin out of backcourt for Monroe. Long outside 3 ball will not go. That's going to be a miss by Kevon Singleton.
Don't foul him.
And they're not going to commit a foul. Tuttle in backcourt. Down to 6, down to 5. He'll dribble it into front court to Olsen, who will just stand there and hold on to it. And the Kamiak Knights will advance, and they will win it today 69-60 over the Monroe Bearcats. Monroe's season is done. Kamiak will advance to the regionals and play next week. We'll run down all of that, give you all the numbers. We'll talk about our player of the game, all that coming up in the post-game show. Final score from Everett Community College. Kamiak 69, Monroe 60, Snohomish County Western Conference Basketball. Fox Sports 1380, FM 95.3, and STSPN.com.